Welcome back to our deep dive series. Today, we're jumping into an online slot game that seems to be everywhere lately. 9 pots of gold. Our goal. Figure out what's making this one click with players. What's the secret sauce, really?
Right, so 9 pots of gold. It's a microgaming title developed with Gameburger Studios. And yeah, it leans hard into that classic Irish theme.
Leprechauns, clovers, the usual suspects.
Exactly. You've got all that leprechaun, shamrocks, pots of gold, obviously. And the setup is pretty familiar. A 5x3 grid, 20 fixed paylines. So nothing too out there initially.
Okay, so a familiar feel. But beyond the theme, let's unpack the gameplay itself. What really makes 9 pots of gold engaging? Is there something specific keeping people hooked?
Well, I think what's fascinating here is the scatter pays feature. That's probably the core hook.
Scatter pays. How does that work differently?
So instead of just needing symbols on a payline, you just need 3 or more of those pod symbols anywhere on the screen, land them, and boom, instant cash prize.
Ah, okay. So it's like an immediate reward possibility on any spin.
Precisely. It creates this constant potential for a win, even a big one. If you manage to land 9 of those pot scatters, that pays out 2,000 times your stake.
Wow, okay. That's significant.
Definitely. And of course, you've also got your standard wild symbol. It's a mushroom in this game. Does the usual job substituting for other symbols to help make wins, and it pays well on its own too.
Right, the wild helps. But you mentioned big wins. Often that means chasing the bonus round, doesn't it? Free spins are usually where it gets really interesting.
Absolutely. And 9 pots of gold has a pretty decent free spins feature. You need 3 free spin symbols, the scatters, to trigger it.
And then what happens? Just a set number of spins?
Not quite. It actually takes you to a bonus wheel first. You spin that wheel, and it determines both the number of free spins you get up to 30 and a win multiplier for those spins, which can be 2x or 3x.
Ah, I see. So there's an element of chance even in triggering the bonus itself.
Yeah, adds a little extra anticipation. And the great thing is, these free spins can often be re-triggered if you land more scatter symbols during the round. So it can potentially go on for a while.
Extends the excitement, right. Okay, that covers the main features. Let's shift gears slightly. What about the sort of technical profile, the numbers behind the fun?
Sure. So if we look at the bigger picture, the return to player, the RTP, is around 96.24%.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's slightly above the industry average. Suggests a decent theoretical payout over the long run.
Yeah.
But perhaps more important for the actual playing experience is the volatility.
Okay. And where does it sit on that scale?
Yeah.
High, low?
It's classified as medium volatility. And what that means, practically speaking, is that it strikes a balance. You tend to get a mix of smaller, more frequent wins and the occasional larger payout.
So it tries to keep things interesting without being too punishing or too predictable.
Exactly. It aims for that sweet spot. It's not usually super long waits between wins like high volatility games, nor just tiny wins like some low volatility ones. It helps keep the session engaging for a wider range of players, I think.
Makes sense. And accessibility. What about bet sizes?
It's generally quite accessible. Bets usually start low, around 0 to 120 cents, and go up to maybe $60 per spin. Some casinos might offer higher limits, but that's the typical range.
Okay, so technically sound, fairly balanced. How does all that translate visually and orally? Does the presentation hold up?
It really does deliver on the theme, I'd say. The graphics have this kind of retro charm, but they're still clean and polished. It's not hyper-realistic, but it fits the slot vibe.
And the sound, is it just generic jingles?
No, actually, the audio is quite lively, very upbeat, very Irish-themed music and sound effects. Definitely adds to the atmosphere, makes it more immersive and fun.
And easy to pick up.
Oh yeah. The mechanics are straightforward. It's not overly complicated, which is probably why reviews often mention it's good for both newcomers and experienced players. Plus, there's usually a free demo mode available.
Right, trying before buying, essentially. Good point.
Yeah, it lets you get a feel for that volatility and the features without any risk. Overall, reviews seem positive. They like the fun theme, the solid RTP, that medium volatility, and the bonus features. It seems to hit a lot of the right notes for people.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. Summing it all up, what does this mean for someone thinking about giving 9 pots of gold a spin? Who's it really for?
Well, I think 9 pots of gold really comes across as a solid, balanced, and pretty entertaining slot, especially if you enjoy those classic slot mechanics, or obviously if you're a fan of the Irish theme. It manages that balance while keeping things engaging with frequent enough wins, but still holding out the promise of those bigger scatter pays or free spin multipliers.
A good all-rounder in that popular genre, then.
Pretty much. It's accessible, it's fun, it delivers on its promises. Which actually raises an interesting question for you, the listener, to think about.
Go on.
Beyond the numbers, the RTP, the volatility, what specific elements in a game like this truly make it immersive and satisfying for you personally? Is it the theme, the sound,
Yeah.
that feeling of hitting the scatter pace,
Yeah.
something else entirely? Worth considering what really draws you in.